with this. I have a very important mission. Dropping that package off was not like the mission. I'm gonna go do the mission. The mission now. I'm trying to find a new pair of flip-flops. It is that time of year. Okay, try to ignore the grill and the snowblower that's behind the grill, but I'm gonna show you these flip-flops here on the porch here. These flip-flops are very nice. They are the Goodfellow and Company brand. For the price point, a very decent flip-flop. There's not a whole lot that you can get wrong with this. The flexibility on the flip-flop feels pretty good, although since they're brand new, it's gonna take some breaking in. It is that time of year. Flip-flops are back, and it's very exciting. It's always an exciting time of year. Today's day 325, and we're looking at 2 Corinthians 5 through 9. I know it's a lot of chapters. These chapters are pretty short, but I think there is one, possibly two prevailing themes that we see in our passage for today. Have you ever really tried to convince someone of something? Maybe in order to convince them, you gave them facts about whatever it was that you're trying to convince them of. Maybe you went more of the emotional route by, crying or like just being so emotional about something to convince whoever that person was of whatever it was you're trying to convince them of. I feel like in our reading for today, that's kind of what Paul's doing here for the church at Corinth, and you can almost feel it in the reading. He's just compelling them, trying to convince them of a variety of things, but I think there's two things in particular maybe one thing in particular, and then one means in which that particular thing is really elevated. And the particular thing that Paul's really trying to convince them of is convince them of reconciliation, that they themselves might be reconciled to Christ, that they may be drawn near in relationship to God. And then he spends quite a bit of chunk of our reading for today talking about being generous with resources and those types of things. Now, I'll admit I'm not a fan of the preacher that talks a lot about money, or I don't think any of us are. But I just found it so interesting that Paul spent a lot of time talking to them about resources in conjunction with trying to convince them of the truth about reconciliation. Money in our world today is one of the most important things to so many people, really to everyone. And if you can take one of the most precious commodities in our world today and fit it in the context of using it as a means to accomplish reconciliation, I think it just speaks all the more to the reality and the importance of reconciliation. That at the end of the day, when we've heard all the sermons and the teachings, and when we've heard all of the arguments, that at the end of the day, for us as followers of Jesus and for anyone, the heart is reconciliation, that we want to see people reconciled to God, that we want to see people reconciled to one another. This is what it's all about, and Paul's making that so clear today in our reading, and it's so good. It's so encouraging. Okay, it probably hasn't even been an hour yet of wearing these flip-flops, but I do have one minor, it's not a major issue, it's just more of something that's kind of annoying. You know, I can live with it, but I just don't know that other people can. My parents gave this bag of stuff to me yesterday. They told me what was inside, but I forgot, so I figured I'd do a little unpacking. Oh yes, snow pants. Do you guys remember the vlog where Justice and I were gonna plant, we planted potato seedlings in 5-gallon buckets? Hopefully, in a number of weeks and months, they'll grow and we'll multiply. We'll get more potatoes. Just so you know that it didn't work out. Aha! Tupperware. My wife will be very happy. Oh yeah, t-shirt. A t-shirt. Let's see if this will fit. This actually fits pretty good, but it's like 70 degrees outside, so I'm gonna change back into my shirt, okay? All right, let's go. I don't know why lately, but Monet's been wanting me to go to the store to get these for her. She's got a weird craving lately. I'm not sure why.